All right, guys, we got to talk about WAP. So, I have used everything to run courses and membership programs. I hadn't used WAP. WAP was the last one. But all of our students over at our program, o8challenge.com, wanted Discord. They love Discord. I don't know why, but I've just never really liked Discord. I know it makes me a total boomer, but I don't like it. But everybody does, and it's not about what I like, it's about what they like. So we went with WAP because it was really the only thing that I knew could manage like Discord access. So I want to show you this. We do have we got a mouse in my pocket. I have a blog post here that you can check out. It goes into more detail about everything about WAP. But I want to show you inside of it, kind of give you my personal, experience with it, so you can decide if it's for you. It's not for everybody, but it is very impressive. So let's get in. I'm going to show you what my business is doing with it and kind of give you an idea of all the things that are possible. So first of all, we have used other things like School, Circle, and I still use both of those actually, but we wanted something that had Discord, and that's WAP. So created this program called OAC Plus. This is a recurring membership program. We essentially took all of our courses, all of our content, and put it here inside of this one area, right? So since we moved over to WAP, we've done 173K in revenue. MRR is about 12K. Seamless. We have had almost no issues, right? Which is crazy. And I was expecting huge problems. I was expecting to need to do a bunch of different things, and it wasn't going to be able to do it. There has been no app, counting Circle, counting School, counting Thinkific, Facebook groups, that does everything that WAP does. Every single issue that I've had, I was able to solve it with WAP. It has, let's just go through everything here on the sidebar. First of all, product pages. When you create your product, very basic, very easy. Create different billing options. Let me show you School just to kind of compare it, because I know that's kind of the big name right now. If you're not doing WAP, you're probably doing School. Let me show you what that looks like. So here inside of School, when you want to create a pricing program, in settings, you've got pricing. You don't have very many options. You barely have the option to do a trial. You have monthly, annual, one-time payment, right? But with WAP, it's the sky is the limit. You can do so many different things with WAP. You can create products that have any different type of pricing that you can imagine. You can do free. You can do one time, and then you can do a wait list, add questions. You can do redirect for a checkout. You can do one-time payment or a payment onboarding and then a recurring, right? You can do recurring and have an initial fee here. You can do stock, include a free trial. Not only can you include a free trial, you can make it any number of days you want. The most flexible software that I've used for membership stuff. Okay. And then, the apps are so cool. You can add courses, Discord, merch. We tried to keep it lean because we have all of our courses inside of Discord. I don't like the courses app that WAP has. So if you really, really value like having a clean, crisp course area and you don't want to build it in Discord, we just put our courses in Discord for this. But if you want something a little bit cleaner, that's when you're going to want to go with Circle or School or Thinkific. School specifically. School is going to look the best. But if you don't care about that and you want to run it all through Discord, WAP is what you want. Checkout links. This is huge because I want to charge different prices for different people. I have people that were on a existing program. I wanted to give them that grandfathered rate. I could do that. I had times where I wanted to run promos. I can do that. You can't do that with School. It's crazy. It's crazy how limited School is. I get like the restrictions making it, you have to be creative, and it sometimes less is more, keeps you from getting overwhelmed. But this is a business, dude. We need more flexibility. So WAP gives you that flexibility. Ads, we have yet to do this. You can choose product, enter keywords, and actually run it inside of the WAP community. Another cool thing, and WAP School's kind of more ideal if you have like a general group, like let's say like a baking group or a Pilates group or baseball coaches. But WAP is really good for things like traders, um, deal sites, flippers, stuff like that. So this is our OAC is an Amazon FBA thing, so it fits in on WAP really well. There's a lot of different communities, but it is kind of more in that, like I want to say MMO type of vein. Invoices, payouts. So the fees are the big thing that people are going to uh, have questions about. And WAP is free, but you pay via the fees. Okay. And I have found that they're absolutely worth it. We do pay a lot in fees. Check it out. Go to the blog post. I do break down the fees a little bit better here. Actually, I put in a ton of work trying to explain these fees for you. So do that. Go check that out. That's the only reason I would imagine someone not wanting to use WAP is they don't want to pay the fees. But one of the benefits is they have their own dispute fighter, which is going to give you better rates. Disputes are so hard to win, but WAP will actually give you a fighting chance for once. Tracking links. You can create a tracking link. We haven't done that. Leads. You can capture leads. Promo codes. This is the biggest one for me. So many different things that I want to do promo codes for. You can't do that in school. You can do it in Circle, but the fact that you can't really do a decent promo code is wild to me. You can add a price, but you can't do a promo. What is that? How could you not have promo codes? Affiliates. This is huge. So not only can we have an affiliate program, we can set affiliates for specific products, and I can pay people directly inside of WAP, and I can actually pay my admin directly inside of WAP. So let's say I have a couple of people that admin, and I can just send them $1,000 directly in WAP, directly from the earnings that we've made inside of WAP. Also, I'm recording this with my camera, so I can't show you on my phone. The mobile app is awesome. The mobile app lets you do everything that you see here, which is really not usually the case. But you can do it with that. So we've got cancellation reasons. Everybody said anyone that's canceled, you can see why they canceled. We had a lot of people on the free trial. Canceling, one back. Oh, see, that's another thing. We have the ability to actually send a offer to people that are canceling and say, hey, come back here, grab this. Settings. All the analytics that you can need. We're not running paid ads to this yet, so we don't have anything set up. But you can do your Hyros. You can do Facebook, so you can run ads. TikTok, X, Google Analytics. We need to get this all set up. Team. You can add your team. Huge. And then developer side, you can do a ton of different integrations. Right now, all that we have is Zapier. And then apps. They have a huge app store. Tons of really cool features. Like I said, the course one, I wish that they would make a better one. Well, it's not on there, but they have a lot of really cool things. Business and productivity. They have a lot of AI. Some of them are whack. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are not great. But they have a lot of cool ones. And when you have a WAP, it shows the apps that you have on the sales page. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, so this is the courses. I need to actually remove this. I actually just kept this because I wanted it to show on the sales page that we have courses, but they're so basic. This is probably the biggest downside of WAP is how minimal the courses are. It's really the one thing that they seem to have too many constraints on, and that's because it's like a third-party app. I know eventually they're going to fix this and make it a stronger feature. Chat, people can chat. You can sell access to the chat. And then you have your support chats. We manage all of our support right here. Not all of it, but all the WAP support. People can message us. It's really easy. Okay, and then again, like I said, dashboard. You can see all your metrics, see your payouts. They actually give you the opportunity to withdraw money earlier. They charge a big fee. But if you just withdraw it regular, it's only like $2, and it takes 1 to 3 business days, right? Nothing different than what you're going to get with Stripe. Okay, so that's really it. I just wanted to make this video because I really Obviously, here we have our Discord integration. We set it up so that when someone joins, it sends them into Discord. And then if you've been doing Discord, you know that removing people is a nightmare, right? Giving access, removing access. WAP does that for you. So many other little features here too that I haven't even touched on, like just little stuff. Like whenever you communicate with somebody, it'll actually log that, so you can see that. So if they do like a dispute in the dispute fighter, we can actually see the history of back and forth with that customer. Very cool. Okay. And again, I will link to this. The only thing that, if you've been on the fence for WAP, if you have a Discord group and you want to use WAP, check this out. It will analyze the fees. So when you start to get to this bigger zone, and they do have enterprise pricing, but even we didn't qualify for it. I think it's $100K a month. Enterprise pricing here is about for $10,000. You're paying a little bit more than Stripe. Well, I'll say a little bit more, but keep in mind that that's doing things like you're not paying for Circle or School, which is going to cost you another $100, $200, $300, $400 a month anyway, and you are getting that. All those different features, the affiliate program, everything that you need is done inside of WAP. Let me show you what our front end page looks like. So we still use WordPress landing page like as the front end. So I send people to this, I just customize it in WordPress. And then when they join, then it takes them over here to WAP. They have a promo code option, total due today, all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. Shows the 3 apps. Every WAP checkout is going to look like this, which is cool. I mean, people are starting to get familiarized with WAP. It's growing more and more year over year. Let me know if you guys have questions, what your experience has been with WAP. I love it. We still use School for our free stuff. I still use Circle with a couple of businesses that are more needing that kind of community aspect. I do have another video I'll link to. I'll put it at the end here for School and Circle. But WAP is new to me, and we are loving it. Absolutely loving it. Super impressed. Check it out. Check it out. Absolutely recommend checking it out. It's very good stuff. Again, let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching. See you later.